I was in prison in, I think it was 2017 or 2018. I went in jail for burglary. I've served about 10 months then. Then I went back to jail in 2022, and I went there in jail for firearms, possession of a firearm. You go in there with big time people, and they're enhancing what you know. They're telling you certain things that you didn't even know before now. So now you want a piece of their pie. So it's, if anything, sometimes jail is birthing bigger criminals, if that makes sense.
Jail's birthing bigger criminals.
Mm.
Big reform to sentencing means thousands of criminals will be out sooner. Most will get the chance to leave after just a third of their sentence, with a greater reliance on tags to monitor offenders once they're out. Do you think it's easy to re-offend when you're wearing a tag? Would it have been easy to get involved in crime again?
And the honest truth, yeah, because anybody can re-offend. It don't matter if you're on a GPS tag or a normal tag. What I do think is if you really want to cut prison numbers, what they need to do is start having more rehabilitation in jail. To rehabilitate us, you have to teach us new things, teach us a different way, give us a different purpose for what we're coming out to. If anything, we're just getting locked up and then we're coming back out to really the same life.
Many victims are horrified by the plans, warning they'll put people in danger.
I honestly believe that victims will die because of these changes, and not just direct deaths, direct homicides caused by the offenders, but that substantial numbers of victims will take their own lives, the hidden homicides, because they cannot take the psychological torture, the intense trauma that these perpetrators keep them under.
Rhiannon Bragg's stalker held her at gunpoint before he was jailed for 4.5 years. Once he'd been released on licence, she didn't feel safe until she heard he'd died.
Yeah, I felt constantly at risk. What if he breaks those licence conditions? How long have I got? What will he do? So I never felt complete safety. I never felt free from fear.
The changes will also mean many petty criminals will avoid jail altogether, with most sentences under a year being scrapped. The government says the changes are necessary to tackle the prison overcrowding crisis, but the Conservatives say they offer a get-out-of-jail-free card to criminals.